My name is So Higurashi. I'll be assigned to this team as of today. I look forward to working with you all. I, So Higurashi, joined Yuki Kanon Inc. as a salesman. A couple of days ago, I'm currently the president of 20 companies, succeeding my father who passed away last year due to illness. From reports, we noticed that some of the company's performance had continued to deteriorate over the past few years, so we attempted to introduce a new system to investigate the cause. My secretary wasn't so happy about the sudden change, but the company's performance could decline within just minutes. If our performance is high, there's no need to change anything. But if not, we must make our move quickly. There's also one more issue that needs to be resolved. There have been way too many people quitting jobs lately. This leads to why I am here, joining my company as a fake new employee using the help of HR.
So I'll be your supervisor, Kazuo Kozayama. I'm the chief of this team. And this is Mami Shirayama, your mentor.
Hi, I'm Mammy. I've only been here for 3 years, but feel free to ask me anything.
It would be great if you could put that positive energy to your work, Mommy. Anyways, if you need any help, ask her.
What's with his attitude? He talks so rudely. I was a little taken back by Kazuyama's tone, but I tried to shake it off. It's nice to meet you, Mommy.
It's nice to meet you too. Please ask me anything. Oh, also, not to be rude, but are you older than me?
I'm 27.
Oh, I knew it! I'm 24. You don't have to talk so formally to me since I'm younger than you.
No. Age doesn't matter since you have more experience in this company than I do. I should talk to you formally.
You're so serious.
I get that a lot. From my secretary, that is.
Is there something wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyways, shall we get to work? I'd like to learn about my tasks.
Right. Let's start with the work manual then.
And then, we walked over to my desk. I took a look at the work manual. I remember making this. This is the work manual that we use throughout the entire Higurashi corporate, made for new employees. It was made when I was still working for my father, and it includes security precautions, sales etiquette, and how to use the system used by the Higurashi corporate in common with the company. I never thought that the day would come when I would have to use the materials I created for new employees myself.
Well then, I'll excuse myself now since I have a meeting.
She has good manners. Thanks to Mommy, her warm attitude and politeness make me feel welcome. On the other hand,
I'm not gonna reach my quota!
I have no time!
I'm sorry, I'll get right back to you as soon as possible.
Things aren't looking well at the office. Is it because of this atmosphere that so many employees are quitting? And how come they all work so hard, yet our performance is not improving? Even after reading through the company's materials beforehand, the average age of the employees was young. In other words, it seems that veteran employees are leaving the company. Is that why the expertise hasn't been passed on? They seem to be working overtime, which is costing them a lot of money in labor costs. Nevertheless, if we tell them not to work overtime, there will be employees who will work without overtime pay. That would only make it more burdensome, and there'd be no point.
What's with the scary face? Is something bothering you?
Mommy's meeting must have ended while I was observing the employees. Oh, it's nothing. I'm fine.
Are you sure? Please let me know if you need anything.
Well, actually, I noticed that everyone seems so busy working so hard. Can I ask how hard it is to reach the quota?
To be honest, yes, it is difficult. We barely reach our goal.
Barely? This isn't good at all.
Quotas are considered based on who performs the best. It seems that if we look up to those achieving the goal, we can achieve it if we put in the effort.
What? That's stupid! I never assigned such a way of thinking. That must be hard.
Yes, it is.
There must be a lot of retirees then, aren't there?
You're absolutely right. Unfortunately, not many people can stick with our way of doing things here. People who are good at their job end up finding other better jobs.
I see. Well, let's change the subject. I'd like to start my work on a happy note.
You're right. Here are the handover materials. Please read it.
With that, I was left alone again. Mommy must be busy too. Seems that veterans are quitting due to reckless quotas. I'd like to have this investigated ASAP, but not so soon. So I decided to stay undercover and investigate.
Mr. Higurashi, I will be going to sell the new products tomorrow. Could you please take a look at these materials as well?
Okay.
Well, I'm off to do some business now.
Huh? Is there any way I could get some help?
I would, but I was told not to by my supervisor. I'm sorry. I have to reach my quota today, so I'll see you later.
This is worse than I thought. Now I see why we're doing so poorly. I was so overwhelmed with the current situation that my head hurt. At any rate, I want to replace the person at the top as soon as possible. But not yet. 3 days later...
Welcome back, Mr. Oh my goodness! What happened?
Huh? What?
You look stressed. Have you lost some weight?
Oh. Well, about the company. We gotta do something about it.
Oh, was it that bad?
It was worse than I thought. It's a miracle that it hasn't gone out of business. Either way, it'll go bankrupt in a few years for sure.
What are we going to do?
We're gonna do an investigation immediately. Will you make some arrangements?
Yes, sir.
And there are other suspicious aspects to what I'm seeing. Make sure to be thorough. After giving my instructions, I started taking care of the tasks that had been piling up while I was gone. But this life is not stressful in any way.
Have you gotten used to working?
Her warm smile soothes my fatigue. Yeah, I think so.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm impressed that you have been reaching the quota so quickly. It's only been a month since you started working here.
Well, it's all thanks to your support.
I don't deserve any credit. Ideally, I would have supported you more. But I think I'm the one who needs help here. I haven't been able to reach my quota at all.
After going on sales trips with her, I learned that she has absolutely no idea what sales are. She's a wonderful person and all, but she needs to work on her presentation skills. The materials are not to the point and are difficult to read. There's no way she succeeds in conveying the appeal of the product to the customers. It shows how much the employees are untrained.
Hey! What are you doing all chatting? You haven't reached your quota yet! Get to work!
Yes, sir!
Even the newbie is making more achievements than you! You should be ashamed of yourself! He's been reaching quotas! Why don't you learn from him?
Yes!
If you don't show any improvement, I'm gonna be left with no choice but to fire you!
What?
Don't act so surprised! If you can't get things done, you'll just be a burden for everyone at the office! We don't want to waste any labor costs for a useless employee like you! Huh? What was that? Do you have a problem with me?
I just have a headache from learning that there's so many incompetent employees in my company.
Oh, I'm glad you're seeing that too! Tell her, Higurashi!
No, I'm talking about you, Mr. Kuzuyama.
Excuse me? Who do you think you're talking to?
Back to you, sir.
Huh?
Well, seems like you don't even remember your boss's name either. I'm So Higurashi, president of this company.
President? What are you doing here?
To find out what was going on behind the poor performance of the company, I was doing an undercover investigation.
I apologize for the poor performance. It's because of all the useless employees who don't put in any effort to reach their quota. It's all on them!
Are you being serious right now?
Yes!
Then you're not qualified to be in the top position.
What?
You're a manager too, right? If you have staff members who cannot achieve their quotas, it is your fault for not properly training them.
But no one shows any improvement!
Of course, there will be employees who fail to produce results even with proper guidance. However, after investigating for a month, I can't say that this is a nurturing environment. This is not the way things grow. Moreover, as far as quotas are concerned, they are based on the employee who can do the best job. Our company does not need incompetent people who cannot grasp the correct standards and cannot create an environment for employee development. Above all, what you were doing was clearly harassment. Therefore, you will be dismissed on disciplinary grounds.
What? I think you're taking this a bit too far!
How many dozens of promising employees have you had to leave this company because of you? You may not realize it, but you are ruining the lives of so many people. It's only natural that you should get what you deserve, isn't it?
That's not fair!
Please rest assured, you're not alone. According to my investigation, there are several people who are embezzling from the company's sales. I'll be firing those people as well. After that, I fired Mr. Kuzuyama and all of the others causing trouble in the company. From then on, now, I am sure you're all anxious to hear about the layoffs and retirements of our board members, one after another. As president, I am responsible for the situation. I apologize for all the trouble and inconvenience this has brought you. First of all, we promise to make this company better than ever. To this end, we would like to entrust our employees who have been active in the Higurashi Corporation and have expertise in sales and marketing to guide you. Time is limited, but you can learn from these ladies how to be successful in sales. And as for the board members, we are planning to choose from among our most trusted employees. I know this has been a difficult and painful time for you, but the company will be changing from now on. So please continue to lend us your support. I pledge to make the company a better place for its employees.
Mr. Higurashi?
Can I help you?
I'm just a bit shocked to find out who you were. I had no idea. Well, if you've been checking out our newsletter, you would have known. What? Oh, I'm sorry!
Hey, don't scare them. I was in disguise. And plus, no one would expect the president to join the company, right? It's no problem.
Well, if you say so.
And? Did you need to talk to me about something?
Oh, I was wondering if you wanted to go out for a meal sometime.
What?
I'm sorry!
This girl. I knew there was something different about her.
The president is extremely busy. You're his employee. How dare...
No, it's fine. I'd like to go.
What?
When are you free? I'm free on any days off.
Mr. President, what? Are you trying to set up a date casually? Do you understand your position?
It's my choice to spend my day off however I want, isn't it? Also, be careful of what you say. You could be punished for harassment.
Ugh!
Anyways, how about next Sunday?
Yes, Sunday sounds perfect.
Like so, we made a promise to have dinner on the following Sunday. I've still got a lot of work to do, but if I give all my concentration, I should be able to make time to have dinner.
I'm disappointed in you, Mr. Higurashi.
What?
I can't believe you fell for such a young girl. She's just trying to get in with you now that she knows you're the president.
You have a point.
So, why did you get on with it?
You can't be so sure if she's really using me. If that was the case, then so be it. Normally, you'd want to be on your boss's good side. It's better to keep some distance.
Okay. Sometimes I don't understand what you're thinking.
After that, we finished our work while chatting lightly with each other. And then Sunday arrived.
I've never been to such a fancy restaurant before.
She's so cute.
Do you think it's alright if I'm not familiar with table manners?
Don't worry. A close friend of mine is the owner of this restaurant, so you don't have to be so nervous.
Okay.
As expected, she's nervous. I wasn't sure if it was better to go to a fancy restaurant like this or somewhere casual, but whatever. It's too late to change places. We took a seat in the restaurant and ordered.
So there's something that I wanted to tell you.
Mommy was the one to break the silence. What is it?
I would like to work with you.
Excuse me?
When I saw how you worked, I thought you were very smart. I mean, it must be because you're the president. So, I would like to learn a lot from you, Mr. Higurashi, and I want to be of more use to the company.
I see. Well, that's sort of impossible.
No!
If you were to work with me, you'd become my secretary. You'd need permission from other managers. And you also need a lot of experience for this type of position.
I understand.
However, I am impressed by your boldness. Besides, I know that you have a good personality. How about becoming an apprentice secretary first?
An apprentice secretary?
Yes. Remember the secretary you met the other day? You can learn from her.
Oh, she's a bit scary.
I see that. But she's nice once you get to know her. She's very good at her job, which is important. Fortunately, she and I will be working at Yuki Kanon Inc. until we rebuild the company, so it'll be perfect. If I see some potential after working with her, I would like you to work with me. It may be a long way around for you, but if you look in the long run, it'll be a shortcut for you in the end. It's not that common for one employee to work for the president. So, what do you think?
Yes, I'd love to.
Great! I'll set some arrangements. For the rest of the day, we just enjoyed our meal together. A couple days later,
You're taking too much time on making reports. Also, you need to improve in making your points straight. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm sorry! If you don't show any improvement, you won't be able to achieve your goals. Understand? I understand! Good. Now let's move on next. I'm gonna be even more strict. Oh, wait! Please hold on!
she could be a bit harsh, but it's clear that she's looking out for Mommy. I have a good feeling about this.
Oh, I got scolded again today.
Good work today.
It's not funny. Are you perhaps enjoying this? You're sadistic.
Are you giving up? Then you must work even harder. Like that, Mommy was a strong girl. If she gets through this, I'm sure she'll develop into an excellent employee. 2 years later,
Mr. President, you have an appointment this afternoon.
just like that, Mommy had become a wonderful secretary. From now on, she will learn about business management by my side. And after a few years, I will leave her in charge of one of my companies. And then,
Welcome home, darling.
Mommy became my wife. After working for 2 years together, we got very close. We dated for about 6 months and got married. So now she supports me both in my work life and personal life. As for Yuki Kanon Corporation, it had been successfully turned around in the past 2 years and was now the mainstay of our group. This is all thanks to my hard-working staff. From now on, I hope to make not only my staff happy, but my wife, Mommy, as her husband.